Hello, my darlings. Mother Raven here with a fun ongoing series I'm starting called Brothers of Blood by William Shoene. So we will jump right into it. Brothers of Blood, Chapter 1, A New Beginning. We are all slaves to something in this world. Mankind has been enslaving each other since the beginning of civilization. And for some reason, the gods decided to forgive us for it. You might be a slave to your 9-to-5 job. Your next-door neighbor could be a slave to his marriage. And then there is me. I'm a slave to my life. The life of an assassin. The life of a hunter. My name is Robert Springfield, and this is my story. I spent the first 10 years of my life on a farm in southern Kentucky. It was your typical farm life. We raised chickens, pigs, cattle, and even horses. The best thing I remember was the food. My dad would bring home fresh steaks from taking the cattle to be harvested. It was amazing eating the nice fresh steak for dinner. My dad would put right spices on it, and it would taste amazing. The food and the farm life was great. But let me tell you this. It's amazing how fast your life can change in one single day. It all started on my 10th birthday, April 15th, 2001. My mother was making my birthday cake while my brother Daniel and me were in the basement playing Mario Kart on our Nintendo 64. I was destroying him at the game as usual, and he was getting mad. "Come on, Robert. Why'd you have to use the blue shell? I was almost at the finish line." "Because I can," I laughed. Daniel growled. "I'll get you next round," Daniel promised. "We'll just see about that," I sneered. Daniel chose Peach as his character, and I selected Bowser. I know he's the slowest character in the game, but I just wanted to prove a point, that even with the worst character, I could still beat him. I beat Daniel in 3 out of 4 courses. As we were about to play the final race, we heard a loud crash from upstairs. I paused the game and we listened. We heard my mother screaming at the top of her lungs. "It's them! They found us!" our mother yelled. Then we heard footsteps coming towards the door, followed by a loud blast. My brother and I knew that sound from anywhere. It was our father's shotgun. "There. Now one of your buddies is down. That doesn't mean the rest of you have to die," my father begged. "Just leave and—" Dad was cut off, and then we heard the sound of gurgling, followed by our mother screaming. I covered my ears as tears ran down my face. I knew whoever was upstairs was killing my father, and my mother could be next. The gurgling stopped, and my mother's screams faded due to her being hoarse. "Where are the kids, Ava?" the deep voice demanded. "They're at my sister's house," my mother lied. "Liar," the voice roared. "Tell us where your kids are, or else I'll bring back your husband and spoon-feed you to him." "You can't do shit to me," my mother snapped. "Odin will smite you all." "Brothers, search the area for the children," the voice ordered. "I want them both alive." We heard the rest of the clan searching the house for us. We could hear them wrecking the house as they looked for us. We could hear breaking glass, objects being thrown around, but I nearly vomited when I heard someone say, "Down here!" I heard the basement door open. I looked at my brother, and he pointed to the bed that was in the next room of the basement. As the goons walked down the steps, Daniel and I quickly but quietly made our way to the bed and hid underneath it. We heard the goons searching the basement for me and my brother. Daniel's breathing was so loud that I had to cover his mouth with my hand. Then we heard the bedroom door. "Maybe she was telling the truth," one of them said. "Maybe they aren't here. Let's keep looking. Adam will have our heads if we stop searching so abruptly." We heard them look around the room some. Suddenly I heard Daniel scream as he was being dragged out from under the bed. Before I could react, I was dragged out from under the bed, too. I found myself in the arms of one of them. Then I bit down on his arm, and he cursed as he let go of me in pain. "Robert, help me!" Daniel screamed. I saw Daniel squirming in the arms of one of the henchmen. So I ran at both of them, and before I could do anything, the guy backhanded me, and I flew backwards into the wall, hitting my head. As I lay there in pain, I could see Daniel struggling in vain to get loose. My vision began to blur as I lay there helpless. Then everything went black. "Well, hi there," a voice shouted. I awoke sitting at a dining room table, and sitting across from me was a man with short black hair and bright green eyes. He had a pointed nose, and he wore a black polo shirt and black dress pants and shiny black dress shoes. In front of him was a stack of 3 pancakes and a glass of milk, as well as a bottle of Mrs. Butterworth's syrup. "Where am I?" I asked the strange man. "You're safe, that's all that matters," he replied. The man had a thick Germanic-sounding accent. "Things are going to get a bit rough, but just know I'm on your side," the man said, cutting into his pancakes. "Where is my brother and mother?" I asked. So many questions. So little time, he laughed. "I came to tell you that things are going to be much different now, and that you'll need to take some time to prepare." "Prepare for what?" I demanded. "A new beginning," answered the man. "Who are you?" I asked him. With an evil smile, he wiggled his eyebrows and snapped his fingers, and everything went black again. End of chapter 1. Well, my darlings, I hope you found this little beginning interesting, and we'll all see where this goes next time. So quoth this raven, and I will see you again next time, my darlings, under the trees.